this. This has been a pain to organize. Just like all over the place. Where did I pick off yesterday? Oh no, I dropped something and I don't have the space to pick it up right now. That's painful. Alright. Got it. Okay. Okay, these are seriously all over the place. What set is this? Okay, that goes there. So let's see. This is 32. Yeah. Beastbound Assault Rivals deck. Alright. Let's see. Working Geek. Let's type in Beastbound. Nope. What set does Beastbound Assault Rivals deck come in? Warhammer Underworlds. That there. It's gonna be released in Gnarlwood. So let's look up all the Gnarlwood stuff. Warhammer Underworld's Gnarlwood Beastbound Assaults Rivals deck. There we go. It was just a straight up expansion. So let's see how much it is on eBay. Let's see, 30 bucks, 28, 25, 20. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this one listed. So this was from Gnarlwood. I'm looking for like a cell similar of the ones that I already did. There we go. Gnarlwood, and then it's going to be Beastbound Assault. Beastbound Assault. AULT. Rivals deck. So got that down. This stuff was really hard for me to like research. I had to watch like a whole on video of someone doing deck building for like an hour. I think I finally grasped some of it, but I don't have the miniatures. I've sold some acrylic tokens before. I've sold regular tokens. Sold a little bit of the decks. Alright, we got that in. set these aside. I don't know what you are, but I'll be listing you too. Alright. I'm just laying these all like flat and taking good pictures of them. So we got those settled. Can someone let me know if the sound's working? My microphone is looking like a different color than I'm not used to seeing, so it's not red, but I'll make sure that the sound's working. We got that? Alright, that's good. So this listing's going to be done. Put it in a baggie. I can stick with like my lower price for this one. People can buy like a new, it's literally these cards in like a cardboard like clamshell type of thing. Oh, sorry. I probably just hurt everyone's ears with tape. Right. This is listed. Wait. After I check everything. Alright, so this one's good. Alright. Let's see what to work on next. Like I said, I have a bunch of these cards that I have to like organize. It's a mini disaster. It's not like completely bad. Trying to organize them by like what set they come with, and then they have like set symbols, so it's not, like I said, it's not impossible to figure out, but ooh, there's more from the other set that I had. But now I don't know where I put the other set. Of course, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Oh, there we go. I have to de-sleeve these, so these are going to be Dragon Shield sleeves, which are pretty good. These are basically new, and also got Warhammer Underworlds specific sleeves, and it looks like the person just, you know, had them in their collection. Maybe they only sleeve them, they never use them, so I can resell all these sleeves. So that's like a pretty good bonus. They might even sell faster than the cards themselves. Got these. And then I have like a whole box over here where I'm like carefully, oh, it's heavy now, so it's gonna drop, where I'm pairing up the similar colors. So when I do get to them, they're all organized. So let's see if we have this Rivals deck. Okay. 8, 9, 11, 10, 7, 4, 3, 2, alright, 12, 5, 6, 1, alright. They're just organized by number here. Then I'll look into like what set these come in. Alright, got that down. So, Seismic Shock Rivals deck. So let's look up what set does... Let's see. Let me see if I know how to spell it. Seismic Shock Rivals deck. This one comes in Word Hollow core set. Let me double check that. So Word Hollow. Let's see. We can just look at the back of the box. Let's see. This does come in it. Alright. So now we can list this Rivals deck. So. Just going to do sell similar from one of my other listings. This is Seismic Shock. All right. Uh-oh. Feel a sneeze coming on. Thank you. Almost done with all the pictures. I'm just showing all of the cards that come with this. Make sure that there's no questions for what they're getting. I mean, these decks come like that when you buy them in the big boxes. So it's just a double check for both the buyer and then me. If someone wants this hand and send a particular card, it's like I have pictures of every card I sent. So, which I made mistakes before, so it'll be like, oh yeah, you're right. Via my pictures, I did forget a specific card. So it helps everyone. Alright, got this all set. And then the dreaded tape noise. I have to. Alright, got that settled. So this one's listed. I'm just double checking that everything's okay. That I did sell similar off of my own listing, so I want to make sure that all the details are okay. Okay, that's good. I wonder if there's a couple here I can do. I still have a lot more of this stuff to go through. It's an unbelievable amount. I'm always wondering if I should, mix it up when I'm listing, or if I should just list it all over the course of a couple days or a week. This has just been more organizing, so it's been harder to do it without focusing on it the whole time for the week. Yeah, these like oh, here's some more of this set symbol. So this has been part of that. Just pairing up cards here, or trying to, I guess, pair up cards. So we have these here, which go with this one. So there's a bunch of loose cards here, and then there's some slightly more organized cards in the box. And they have a little set symbol right here, so that's kind of like what I'm pairing up. It gets a little bit more complicated because you'll have like, these are called they're not called guilds, bands. These are called bands. These are the miniature cards. You have to pick a war band and then you deck build around it. Then there's also like generic cards. All these packs come with extra stuff. You working late again today? I just started. I don't know how long I'm gonna go. I literally just started. But yeah, we'll see. I have a lot of stuff to go through. I'm a little bit like, I guess unorganized, the word? Unmotivated or something. So I'm just going to keep doing it and see how I feel. Do it off of vibes. But I just started, so thinking about stopping right now would be silly. I got a bunch of these Warhammer Underworlds cards. It's been like a harder thing for me to research. A couple days ago, I started listening to stuff yesterday, but a couple days ago on the weekend when I wasn't doing much on eBay, I watched like an hour-long video of someone deck building and stuff just to get a grasp of this game better, so I can list it better for people. Let's see how many cards are. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then there's 12 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But I don't have the front card for this one. So that's kind of frustrating. Got this right here. Rime Locked Relics Rival Deck. Well, this one looks complete. So I have to find out what set it's from. Okay. Got that. I don't even know if my sound's working. My microphone's showing like a different color than what I normally see. Let me know if this sounds working. Let's see. Rime Locked Relics Rival Deck. It is from Deathgorge set, so let's see. Deathgorge. I just got home from work and I'm considering heading to the storage unit to photograph 100 items so I can try out List Easier this month. There you go. Go for it if you have nothing else and it seems like a chill time. If me listing motivates you. Sound is good. Yeah, it's green. I've never seen the microphone be green. Okay, this deck is just like an expansion on its own. Do you? Oh, yeah, you have a socket at the storage unit, right? I can't list. I keep forgetting to check. Aneta thinks that there's like a socket there, and I'm like, I don't think there is. So she thought I should list there sometime, and I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. Being in people's way, having all this stuff open. I mean, I would want to. I would have to talk to the people who work there who know me. So like, I'm sure they would be maybe okay with it. That'd be interesting. I want to be able to bring my computer. That'd be cool to stream it from there, but then I'm inviting, that's other people's public space. But at least listing there would be interesting. It'd be very chill. I would have more access to the storage there, so I would have less issues like deciding what boxes they go into. You've been doing it for years. I just have to see if we actually have that there. That sounds interesting to me. I mean, I have peace and quiet here 99% of the time. So it's just the Anetta and the cats. It's not like we don't have like kids or anything or other stuff that distracts me. Rarely are you in people's way. Yeah, I don't see too many people at my storage unit. I'll see like a couple, but it's like you got better lighting in the storage unit. Yeah, I got this photo box. It's okay. We had a better one, but the light broke. And then we have a big one, which is pretty good, but it's I should pull it out at some point. It does have better lighting than this. But you know what's crazy? I the person that I know who's the most successful with this nerd stuff, they literally have like the worst pictures. Like whatever bad picture you can imagine, they have it like worse. They put it in front of their keyboard. You can see like the crumbs that they eat from like crackers on the side. I'm not joking about this, by the way. And then they'll do one picture, and they'll be doing like nerd stuff like this, where I like to take a bunch of pictures, and then I don't know their exact numbers, but I have like a guess that they're between $500,000 to $1 million. Like no joke, they sell a bunch of stuff. So I'm like, I don't know. Do the pictures matter at some point? I guess their stuff's good enough, so pictures matter less. You said it gets creepy in the later hours. I can whip myself up into being creeped out at the storage unit. That's definitely a thing, but I'm fine overall. The stuff I would get creeped out is not by like real life people. I would just like be afraid that I'm in the storage unit, and I do go there pretty late a lot. Like I'll go like 1 or 2 in the morning sometimes. I'm just afraid to turn around and see like a clown face, and then I run away, and then I look back and it's not there. Shit like that. People live in some of the units from time to time. I think ours had someone that they had to eventually kick out. I think it's kind of sad to think about, just in general. But yeah, I don't think they have that issue anymore. Let's see. And another thing, some people are living in their, because you can like their RVs that are parked there. So she's afraid that they're gonna come out and I guess attack me or get stuff, but that's just her like hunch, and I haven't seen anyone late at night or anything. I'm still aware. I gotta be aware. I have stuff open. I can get robbed. I can get harmed, not unrelated to my items. It's definitely a thing to think about. But our storage unit added a bunch of cameras, so at least they'll be able to catch someone if they do something to me. And I do like to stay I know where the cameras are, so I know like what places for me to chill out the most in. Rhyme Locked Relic Stack. What was this one from? This was from Death Gorge. But I also want to like clean up this more, and I want to get like maybe a second webcam or something, or a better one so I can stream better. I have ideas. It's just all coming down to doing it, and thinking about it enough and planning it. Today, me going live was just random. I was like, I'm gonna do a bunch of cards. I can sit here and talk because I'm kind of doing. I have to like research some of these cards, but at least I already did a day of them, so I know like what I'm looking for. Yeah, most people either ignore our storage unit like when I have them open, or they're like impressed. And I think they're like not organized enough. I think I'm like at like I don't know, it's hard to see other people's stuff compared to mine. Not that it matters, but I feel like ours looks like a C-, but there have been people that have been impressed. My brother said he just gets stressed literally by looking at our storage unit from a video. Like he just gets straight. I'm like, why? I don't get it. I'm like, I have everything labeled in boxes, so it's not like I'm not just like, oh, I sold an item. Let's go digging through 500 boxes. In your experience, the cameras are for their property protection. It's impossible to get the footage if it involves theft, or at least the insurance doesn't cover enough, like $2,000. Oh yeah, no, I got you. I'm just talking if someone like takes me down, at least they have some footage for some police, I guess. Something like knock on wood or something. I'm superstitious. I I don't expect insurance to cover anything ever. That's just me being jaded. Jaded, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word. I'd rather the stuff get stolen than for me to get harmed. YouTube video, got my stuff stolen. Start from scratch. I don't want that, but I always feel bad for. No, I got you. Be right back. I'll be here. Oh boy, what deck do I do next? These really are a pain. Not a pain, but defeating me. Defeating me. Oh, alright, we have that symbol. So these go over with this. Alright, let's see what's in the box. Let's see what's in the box. It is not behaving right now. It is being obnoxious. Alright. Is this okay? Let's see. I guess we can sell this deck as is. Like, I wasn't planning on it, but I guess that seems fine. That's how the person had these, so they did some deck building or some like organizing when they opened up their sets. They had like a lot of stuff. Okay. Time to deceive. These sleeves are the clear ones, not the perfect fits, and then these are the associated with the game. these where they belong. Make sure I don't drop this. Now we have to figure out what warband this is. I have stuff all over the place. Alright, it's gonna be... These are power cards. No, these are objective cards. Yeah, these are objective cards and power cards. So let's look up the Warhammer Underworlds like database. Let's go to warbands. It's like a cross. Where are you? Where's the cross? Am I looking at it wrong? No, definitely looks like a cross. Oh, there it is. All right. Morgweith's Blade Coven. All right. Let's see where this one comes in. What set does this come in? It's not saying. Beastgrave? Beastgrave. Let's double check with that. Beastgrave. And then... Wait. Is that it? There we go. We found it. We found, like, the expansion. How many cards come in this one? 32? Plus 27 extra? Wait. That's in a different language that I do not know how to read. Oh, there is going to be 27 extra cards. Now, what's the set symbol? 204. Okay. The other ones are going to be extras. Like, I don't think they're gonna be universal cards. So I wish I knew like a full list. They don't have a full list here. I'm just gonna take a glance at what I do have to see if anything stands out. So I'm looking for like in the early 200 numbers. Like I said, I'm trying to figure this out on the fly. Is that it? No, that's not it. They're generic. No. You're back. I'm still trying to figure out how to list this one set. Like if I want to look for the rest of it or just list it as what I have. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we do have the next pile of cards, if it has like what I was looking for. No, so I'll just list what I have. It's not a big deal. It's missing some generic cards, but those are just for deck building, I think. So if I come across them later, I can always add them on. All right, let's see what people have this for on eBay. It's a long name. Oh, cool. The sleeves at least sell for like a good amount. That's cool. Because I have the sleeves. They're like used, but like it looked like the person just put them on once. the actual expansion, someone's selling for 60 and someone else has it for 150 new but 60 used. So, okay, that's cool. Seems good to me. Let's get this listed. And then this was its own set, so we'll just do its own listing. Warhammer Underworld's Beastgrave. More Guets. I don't know how to say that. It's a made up name. Let's make sure I spell it correctly though for the person searching. Blade Coven. Am I really one character short? Oh, that's... I'll just get rid of the S in Warhammer Underworld. That's super annoying though. One character short. You're getting a new supervisor at work. I'm very disappointed. My current supervisor was great. That really matters as an employee. Oh yeah, that's rough. Oh man, that's annoying. All the rapport and goodwill built up down the drain. Yeah, I'm sorry. A lot of people, when I worked at Populi a long time ago, the little fast food place, our managers would I kept track of it because I was almost there for almost 5 years. It was literally it felt like every 6 to 8 months there was some kind of a bunch of shifts for like changes in the higher ups and stuff. So I just kind of started expecting that. You said you were number 1 and watch you bump down to last place now. Yeah, that's super obnoxious. I should have tried to climb the ranks more when I was at Populi, but I don't know, I didn't really want to make a full-on career, so I end up getting to the medium tier position. It's basically doing everything in the whole store except hiring people and firing people. But I was allowed to sit down for either of those if I wanted. Well, not the firing. I think the firing had to be a district manager. But the hiring process I could have been a part of. The whiplash always came for me when the corporate people changed, because they would, whatever corporate person would be in would want you to do something, and then you work on it for 6 to 8 months, and then that person steps down or fails upward or whatever, and then you have to do whatever new corporate stuff, and you're learning a whole new set of made up rules. It's I just spent 6 months learning the last bit of stuff that felt pointless, and now I'm working on whatever new made up idea you guys have right now, and none of this is actually helping the customers at all, so it's all made up. So at some point I felt I couldn't care other than actually for the customers. I cared about the customers and the people I was working with, but I couldn't care for the progression of the whole company if they didn't care. You can only care as much as someone else. You earn as much or more than a supervisor when you add your eBay sales. Yeah, eBay's super good. It's like crazy to think about. It's probably nice to be at your job and get your cha-chings in, and yeah, I can imagine. I did not enjoy doing part-time eBay with my last job, so I was getting like, I think I was just getting like fried at my job at the time, because I was like, why did I just bust my ass for 8 hours when I just made more money on eBay from 3 sales or something like that? I'm like, doing the eBay full time is hard though. But 50% more stress isn't worth it. I don't want to deal with all the employees' drama. Oh, you're talking about like climbing up in the ranks? That's what my brother says, but I personally disagree with that concept because I feel like everyone has to deal with everyone's drama all the time. So I guess in my mind, might as well get paid for it. Or at least restaurant drama was so annoying. Seriously, it was so obnoxious. Everything was just petty, like elementary school stuff. It was insane. Absolutely nuts. I feel like people were like finding creative ways I couldn't even understand. Like I was like, oh, I didn't think that drama could do this, but I guess someone taught me a new way that drama can be made up. As a driver, I'm scheduled the whole day except for a few minutes in the morning and at the end of the day. Maybe you can do eBay full time one day. Maybe. I think you said you were doing pretty good. Sorry, secluded. Oh, sorry, I just misread that. My eyes have been really bad recently. Maybe it's time for me to get like some kind of glasses. That was me. That's my bad. I've also been staring at a lot of screens, so my eyes I think are just a little bit more strained. Alright, got all these sleeves settled. If you quit or get fired or retire, this is my last job either way. Yeah, if you want to know how it is for us, like I feel like I remember, I don't know if it was someone else. Your sales were pretty good. I think yours was more than us. I think. I don't give exact numbers, but I don't know if you were the one that said that like your it might have been someone else. 90-day total was like 40K or something. I know there's taxes. I know there's fees. I know there's costs. I know all that stuff, but maybe it was someone else. I don't know. I've been having a problem I didn't think would happen with the YouTube where there's just enough people that comment where it's actually hard to keep track of everyone, which is sad. I knew that could become a thing, but I try, I try my best. I'll become a full-time reseller eventually. Alright, this is, I have to look up what this one is. LOL, you wish. Okay, so I was thinking of someone else. Well, I think that person was also, they said that they were part-time, so I guess they just wanted a bunch of money coming in. Or maybe they had a family, so that's going to add, you need to do a lot more then. So I couldn't remember the exact situation. Skaith's Wild Hunt. Which, oh, this comes in Beastgrave. So let's see Beastgrave. I mean, eventually could happen. Like, it just, like, if you keep listing, even if you just do whatever, 100 items today or one item today, and you just, even if you just do one, ideally you would get to, like, a point where enough money comes in at some point. If there's too many variables on eBay and just selling stuff in general, it's hard to like know exactly how everything will work. Like every category is different. Every category in people's minds, how much they're willing to pay changes. A bunch of factors you can't even control even if you wanted to. eBay could just like crash for a week and then everyone's screwed. It could be a tech error, you never know, you know? Literally nothing's guaranteed. I'm looking for the right set right now. The base set? Just looking at someone's picture of their, and then on the back it shows like what's all supposed to be in here. 102 cards. Okay, this is not 102 cards. That's also not in English, so I do want to read it in English though. Someone just happened to do it not in English. Can't find it. I'll just look at someone's listing on eBay, just see if they took a picture of the back, which has all the contents of the cards. Come on. Did you take a picture of the back? Yes, this person did. Oh, they have they have glare on the words that I want to see. That's so painful. Oh, they have another picture. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, it's supposed to have 11 fighter cards. I might have these other fighters here. Let me double check. So I might be able to list these together. I thought I did. Wait. Alright, is that it? I'm struggling right now. I am struggling. Oh, it's gonna be... I think I already listed them, unfortunately. Which is not a big deal. Okay, yeah, I already listed them. Oh well. So these are from Beastgrave. I lost my train of thought. I'll lower the price on these ones because it comes in like a bigger box set. Okay. These sleeves go over here. Warhammer Underworld Beastgrave. These are, how do I say their name? Skaiths. I'm probably saying that wrong. Let me get their official name in the little Skaith's Wild Hunt. There we go. Wild Hunt. Then I can change the price to be lower. It's not a big deal. I feel like my hope with all these Underworld stuff that someone's going to want to do like a combo order for all the stuff that they want. Could be wrong, but that's my guess. I was also thinking if I could have just done this as a whole collection, like just literally everything, but then I feel like 24 pictures wouldn't have been enough. But I definitely considered it just like a massive collection of cards. I'll definitely get more by separating them, but then it takes more time. Storage is the same either way, and then eats up more of my listings that I'm short on. Oh, Big Dre, were you the one that was telling me about the promoted, the new promoted fees? I think I did eventually look into it. It's gonna be if like anyone clicks, an any click model. We had tried a, I think eBay, they'll occasionally hand people, I'm not sure for what reason, maybe based off of our account or something, but we got it's like $100 credit for one of their promoted, like store promotions, so like they would promote our store to ideally get someone to click on it to then buy something, and yeah, everyone is freaking out about it. Well, that's how here, I'm gonna finish my sentence and I'll jump in about that. But then, yeah, at the end of this promoted thing that eBay gave us, it produced 0 sales. It's like, it's different than item promotions, but I was like, yeah, that's about what I expected. It literally says like 0 across the board. So if it wasn't a credit, that would have just been $100 fried up in the air, which is a lot for us. That's a lot. We're not too good for $100. Not even close. It's possible eBay goes back on the any click model. If like enough people get mad about it. I think people have to remember, it sounds pretty bold, but eBay needs sellers more than sellers need eBay in a lot of ways, if that makes sense. I'm not like smack talking eBay, but that is the reality of the situation. So theoretically they would listen to feedback and maybe do the, listen. eBay is like probably the best for selling like used stuff. So, but there are technically other platforms, so they do have like some competition. And even if you just take your eBay account and just turn it off, they technically lose money, and you get to keep the item. It's not like you turn it off and then they get, it's not like they get money anymore and then they don't get your items. Now, if you don't want items, that's a different story. But I think you understand the concept, or at least how I think about the situation. This is like a different dark. No. That is the same, but like, did this person who collected this have both like 2 of these decks? I'm gonna have to organize it. Will they have it by number? There's only 32 cards, so it's not too hard to find out. Oh, okay. This is a different symbol. That's why. Okay. They're very close in how they look. Like, I have to strain. Like I said, my eyes have been playing tricks on me. There you go. So these are different. This collection wasn't the worst organized, but also it's not the best, I'll tell you that. Seemed like that they like were trying to organize this super well. At some point they started like making decisions where like, this is going to take too long, so they stopped. You wonder if they really need small sellers on eBay. The promoted listing change seems to be scaring away small sellers. I haven't looked into any actual like data for this, and I don't know if eBay gives data, but I would imagine like that the small sellers do outnumber the big sellers. I know some companies can be like huge, but I don't know. I like I said, I don't know if there's any spot to actually like read the data. I would like to read something about that. I would imagine that they're like the total number of small sellers is more than the big ones. I could be wrong. I don't know anyone personally that's like like a corporate person or something that has a massive deal with eBay, so I can't really talk about it on a factual level. And Amateur Hardware Repair's YouTube channel showed how his new eBay account was banned without expiration. He wasn't even allowed to buy an eBay. AI bans new accounts left and right for no reason. Oh yeah, I don't know what that channel is, but eBay definitely spent... I couldn't figure out the exact number. I was trying to find the number. They probably spent too much on AI, so they probably feel like they have to use it. And, oops, stuff's dropping. Sorry if there's dramatic noise. It's not a big deal. It's an empty box. But they're going to try to pretend like their money spent was worthwhile. And I feel like they've been putting it all over the place in eBay and stuff. I currently feel like the AI definitely banned some of, or not banned, got some policy violations. I wasn't sure if someone targeted me because they were upset at us, or if it was just like AI scraping stuff and going like, oh, this is a policy violation. But yeah, it's annoying. It's like that's one of those things you just can't control. I think I read it right, but no, I understood you were talking about explanation. I feel like the AI just takes people's like our I don't know how to explain it. I guess our consistency of our sales seems to have gone down since, in my opinion, I don't know when they implemented AI. I don't know if it was like a couple years ago. I don't know if they announced everything that they were doing or if they just installed it and then were working on it and eventually said, hey, we have this stuff. Like, I don't know what the order... I assume that they had paid for something before they let everyone know what was happening. At least when they added that AI description was probably their first like dip of letting us know that like, hey, we have AI here. but it feels like they let the AI show people's stores and stuff, because I feel like our store is on for like certain periods and then it's like literally off, and we have the most listings that we've ever had. If I want to take accountability, you can be like, sure, my listings suck, items suck. You can always think that about stuff, but it is definitely, it's weird. It's definitely weird. This year, for like our store being like, in my opinion, on or off, it's been like the whole year. I literally feel like it'll be on for 2 hours, get a bunch of motion. It's too coincidental at this point. It's been almost a year. Like, we do this every day, so. And then for like 18 hours, maybe like one offer or less. And then 2 hours, 4 hours, everything. It's literally almost everything is chunked in like these little periods. And I assume it's the AI, and that's how it's working, how they want it to work, I guess. I'm not too sure what their goal is. But there's too many variables, and like, just like people buying stuff in general. That's just one of a billion things that could be affecting how I experience eBay. Let's see, Malevolent Masks Rivals deck. Oh, I need some water. I wonder if I can beg Aneta nicely for some water. Could I please get a water bottle? I can put like the little emoji. Oh, I'm losing my mind. It's still just, I forgot, it's dark here. What does Malevolent Masks Rivals deck come in Warhammer Underworlds? Deathgorge again? Okay, let's see Deathgorge. This was its like own pack. Its own actual pack. 32 cards, so I have them all, so. Sorry, I was just laughing at someone's listing. They have like a sticker on it. They have a $24.99 sticker. That reminds me, I see stickers in people's listing, and people always think that if I have like a vintage like price tag on it, right? Let's just say like $1 from whatever store from the 80s or 90s. People will message with the offers, and they'll get angry. They'll be like, I'm not paying $1 more than the sticker price. It's like, that's not my sticker price. I just don't want to, like, I just keep the stickers on there. I'm not gonna, sometimes people like them because they'll be like, oh, here's a sticker from Toys R Us, and they're thinking about Toys R Us. I don't know, you never know what people grab stuff for, but I just always think it's funny when people get upset about it, and that it's happened more than once. I thought someone was just like, trolling at some point, but this has happened at least 50 times in our whole eBay career. Enough where it's a thing that people get upset about. I was watching a video on the Golden Demon winners, and they were pretty crazy. Golden Demon? I have no idea what that is. Golden Demon. Golden Demon. Oh, okay. I actually don't know much about Warhammer. That's right, you watched also that, I think it was the painting competition. Sorry, I just happen to have some Warhammer. Do you actually know about Warhammer Underworlds? So I got a lot of cards that I've been listing in the sleeves, and I watched an hour-long video of like how people deck build and stuff. All right. This was Beastgrave, right? Yeah. No, it was Deathgorge. It was Deathgorge. There you go. And then this is, where was it? I have too many tabs open. This is driving me crazy. But I kind of need a lot open right now. Malevolent Masks. Alright, Rivals deck. No, just been meaning to play the new game. It's a first-person shooter. Oh yeah, that's right. That's like wasn't that like the team one? It's like 16 people or something. I think you were talking about last time. I've just been playing a Diablo 2 mod, so that's in the pits of fan-made content. And the fan-made CGI videos are awesome. Let's see. There's just been like a lot of stuff I want to do. I want to do like a lot of organizing. I want to do a lot of listing. I want to do a lot of relaxing too. I don't want to like burn out before the holidays. We get double birthday before holidays. So it's gonna be the next probably 6 to 8 weeks are gonna fly by for me. It's gonna be like doing a bunch of stuff. So no, it's Starship Troopers Extermination. That's right. That's right. Yeah, there's a bunch of games I want to play, and modern ones. Just the time is just doesn't exist for me right now. Like the next 1, 2, 3. Oh, because there's Thanksgiving, so it's 3. Oh yeah, the weekends are over. The weekends are over. I'm probably not touching a video game other like than 1 to 2 hours if I'm like pushing it till like 2 or 3 in the morning. Which I might be able to today. But yeah, it's gonna be birthday, Thanksgiving, holiday rush for the next 2 weeks, and then like it's gonna be a holiday Christmas gathering. So I'm gonna see if I can ask someone for a new webcam, because if I have 2 webcams, I think I can set one up so people can actually see what I'm doing in the box, but I have to test the lighting, because it might just look awful for people. That'd be cool. This isn't like my ideal listing streaming setup. I think it's the best I can do right now without putting Aneta in like a sound prison, because if I go out there in the main room, I'll have to ask her to like tone down or turn down like, you know, music that we can get copyrighted for and stuff like that, so I would have to deal with a lot of stuff. That would just not be fair for her. You know, a lot of mandatory days during the holidays, you get paid double. There you go. I feel like, here, let me look at the calendar. Like, I really did forget until right now talking about it out loud how close all this stuff is. Yeah, there's not much time left. Like, basically, probably the listing this week is going to be the most important. This and next week probably is the most important for everyone. But, like, I don't know if we're going to have... I feel like we'll see, but I feel like the holiday rush kind of goes back and forth each year. Like, one year it feels like, it was okay, and then the next year it seems crazy, and then it goes back to like, it's okay. That's just me, pure feeling, you know. I just want this month, to be like one of our top 3, and that's not asking for not a lot right now, because our year has been pretty mad compared to last year. So I'm just asking for like something that's like okay, like not even being greedy. I want like a month that felt like 2023 or something. I want to see our we are down. Let's see. Like our yearly numbers are down by. Where is it? Why is it not coming up? It's not showing me. I think it's because I kind of have it minimized or something. I think it's like down 7 or 8%, so it's almost basically the same as last year. Almost. So your sales are in the dumps. I mean, yeah, that's how I consider ours too. So it's pretty stressful. Just trying my best. That's all I can do, and have to like keep an eye on it daily and like trim on all the stuff that we buy. We like barely buy anything. That's why you're out there photographing. Yeah, just don't expect it to always be in the dumps, or at least that's what I am too. Because that's like you're doing and I'm doing all it's like, oh, this sucks, our sales are in the dumps, but then if we don't do anything and later on stuff starts going good for people and then they start buying more stuff and then you and I were not listing, like, then you don't get rewarded for when things aren't in the dumps. It's hardest to list when things are in the dumps, and it's easy to not list when things are going well. So I always actually just assume our sales are in the dumps. That's how I like mentally. I like trick myself. I trick myself with the emotion of it. Truth be told, I'm surprised my sales were as good as they were this year, considering you didn't list or source since April. That's such a. I'm glad you got to do that experiment. I would love to try that, but that would be way too risky just to see, like, don't list for a certain amount of time. Aneta thinks our sales would relatively be the same. I think they would disappear, but we can't gamble that. It's too risky. But it's cool that you got to do it and I get to hear about it. I think it's fascinating. Do I even have enough of these cards? I don't think I do. What a weird collection that it feels like they gave up on organizing. I was glad that when I looked up the sleeves that the packs were actually selling for like a decent number. I don't think anyone was watching when I talked about it, but I was like, I think these sleeves are probably going to sell faster than the cards themselves. I think sales for people this year was very really dependent on what categories people were in. I think I know someone who like is heavy in Warhammer 40k and their sales are like record breaking, so a bunch of people are buying actual like Warhammer 40k, which is always pretty good as an item, but I guess more people were just buying that stuff. Someone has a bunch of like super old ephemera and stuff, and that's been doing like super well for them. I like ephemera, it's a cool category. I like this category that I'm into, like the board games and stuff. Theoretically, they do better around the holidays, which is coming up, because people are indoors doing stuff. Let's see. You broke the knob on an Emerson radio and record player. Oh, that's sad. I've broken only a couple things, but it's definitely it's sad. maybe still list it, see if someone else wants to fix it. But yeah, it's you're like, oh, why do I even want to list this now? But yeah, I've had people buy broken stuff. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, these are definitely this stack of cards is not complete. This box is so slippery. This card box. This card is for this set. Dropped a couple of boxes at the storage unit, which was really stupid of me, but most things end up surviving it. I'm always just trying to be super delicate with how I handle stuff. I feel like a lot of people grab stuff as if they have like claw hands, like crab hands. They're just like grabbing stuff like that. But even being careful, it's gonna happen, breaking stuff. There's an old man bouncing a basketball outside the storage unit. That's the creepy stuff I'm talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have a vivid imagination, so yeah, you're toast. Retro Dream Beam lost a good one, guys. Disappeared to the old man basketball slayer. Oh. I'm losing my mind today. Sorry. I've been in a mood, but not like a bad mood, just like aloof is the right word. Worst comes to shove, you post help and then dox yourself and post your address, and then we can get you help eventually, I guess. Don't actually dox yourself, but you know what I'm talking about. You at least have maybe a source of people figuring out. Oh. So, is there 32 here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 30, 31, 32. Okay, cool. So I have to figure out where these are from. Yeah, like our storage unit's pretty chill. I have gotten a couple of rude people. Like, I have the Rolly carts, right? I don't know if you've seen my pulling storage items, and they take literally like 1 second to move. And I'll put them like sideways, so they're still like at least 80% of the walkway, but I'll still occasionally, like once every 6 months, someone comes in and they'll say something like, they won't even say hi, but like, get that out of my way, I have stuff I need to move. And then when they they come in with the stuff to move. It's like a box that's less than one of my eBay boxes. It's like nothing. I'm not rude to people. I get out of people's way. I don't want to start stuff, but in my head, I'm like cracking up. I'll be like, you don't even have, you don't even need the room. Okay, what set does Iron Souls Condemners Rivals deck come in? I feel like people would distract me. They would like come up like, "What are you doing?" It's like I'm picturing stuff for eBay. eBay, that's still around? Yeah, dude, it's still around. It's what, over 30 years old? I think that's actually sad. I think eBay needs to work on that. That should not be someone's response, like in this day and age. Like it thought eBay disappeared. It's like, what? Where did that come from? They should start like doing market research on that. Like, where does that idea come from? Is this the base set? Oh, wait, no. Vidox must help people coming this way would turn around. It's the bad side of town. Oh, they'd be like, oh, he's toast, he's gone. It's nice knowing him. Let's see. Can't figure out what set this one's from. Oh, my chair is squeaky. It's also obnoxious. Come on. Here's a new website master list of all the rival decks. There's so many symbols. I feel like they could have condensed this for this game. Control F this. It was the Iron Souls. There they are. Condemners. Playstyle. Props. Link to review article. Why can't people just say what set these are from? Not a single person. They're so... This is the most obnoxious board game miniature game ever to like research. What set does Iron Souls, was it Commandeers? Condemners come in Warhammer Underworlds. Oh, is this it? I have to go. Wait. Oh yeah, this is gonna be just the 2-player starter set. Which one though? I thought they had multiple. Shadespire? I don't know if it's gonna be Shade. Oh wait. 2-player starter set 2021. There we go. Where's the back of the box, though? It's actually probably easier to just copy this name into eBay and then look at other people's pictures and look for the back of the box. Oops. I have to grab the water real quick. I don't think Annetta got the call. I will be back. It shouldn't take too long. thirsty. Alright, 2-player starter set. Someone's selling it for 35, 60. Okay, so the deck's not going to be that much. So let's get listing on that one. Oh, where's my phone? Here it is. Okay. Yeah, definitely cheaper. Oh, come on, I'm out of characters. I'll be so happy if I have enough characters for this 2-player starter. I might be able to like remove that. Iron Souls. Let's see. Let's see how many I'm short. I'll just do Iron Souls. Just not have the Condemners, which is fine, I guess. Alright, we got those down. I'll take pictures of them. I'll be so sad if I find the cover card later on for this. I guess I could redo the listing. I would just have to redo one picture. It'd be the front-facing picture. Wouldn't be the biggest deal, but don't want to redo stuff. I could have like organized these better beforehand, but I feel like when I'm like too deep in the organizing, then I then become way less motivated to list. It just depends on my mood. Sometimes I organize it all and then I go to listing. This one was such a massive collection, or it was like 2,000 cards or something, maybe more. And it was kind of organized, so I was like, I can do it, most of it on the fly. This is the second time I got some Warhammer Underworld stuff, and I think the first time I didn't do my due diligence for them. So if anyone comes across my older listings of this stuff and they want to get it slightly cheaper, I'll be like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I had to watch a whole video on how this game, like an hour long. It was a good video of how people deck build in this game. Is that a good picture? Sorry, I got a phone call when I left, and you're back. Oh no, you're good. No, that way it's gonna be bad. Oh. I'm like fake tired, or my body's fake tired. It's tricked by the sun going down super early, the daylight savings time. It's like 6:31. I shouldn't be tired at all. I did not get good sleep yesterday, though. That's probably has to do with it. And then I actually ate before streaming, because in the past I would stream and then I hadn't really eaten that much, and then I was getting like bad headaches from doing it. So I figured stuff myself before the stream, but it also gets you sleepy temporarily. Alright, this faction. Okay, I know I have more of this stuff. Is this like a dual faction? These should go with... I thought I had something over here. I think. I'm not sure. And then these I also have some cards for. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then I had these from earlier. Let's see. Oh, nice. An old generic Nerf gun I bought a few years ago is worth 115. I pay like $7, maybe $3. Yeah, I wonder how Nerf is doing. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had anything. I think we have some like Nerf darts that we got for free, like 3 cases of them or something. And I think I listed like a batch of 20 or 30. Maybe I put them too high. I haven't sold any yet, and I have it on like when I sell the batch of darts, I'll relist them. But maybe I should just list the cases and list them cheap and let them go. But I have no idea where Nerf is. I mean, I knew it was always, at least when I was a kid, it was, we wanted them and they were kind of more expensive. 115. You said it was generic too. That's crazy. Kids want that for Christmas, I guess. Or someone that's like 50, they want their Nerf gun. They want the nostalgia. Oh, it's funny you mentioned that because it's not a Nerf gun, but we got a bunch of these little pom-poms for the cats, and then it came with like a little gun launcher where you just like pull it back and then like it launches them. And our cats were playing fetch like dogs with it. They loved it. They absolutely love it. Like they hear the click of the little launcher and they start looking all over the place. Played for like hours with that. Both of the cats liked it. I was a top seller back in 2014 to 2016 around there for custom painted Nerf guns. Like you were painting them custom? Oh, that's interesting. They would sell for 75, 150, even a few at a 200 back in the day. Oh, that's... Yeah, I had no idea. That's pretty cool. Were they like custom to like wars and stuff, or like more like video game custom, like Halo or something, or whatever people would ask for is what you would do? Would someone be like, "Oh, I want it to look like World War II," or would they be like, "I want it to look like whatever the Halo squad was called, USNC or something"? It's been a while. Which is interesting that you did that, because I have thought about doing like painting miniatures, or at least for my eBay listings, because I noticed there was some times where I got like painted miniatures. They were like okay, like I'm not even close to like the Warhammer stuff you look at. I can do like basic stuff, but sometimes just doing basic for people that don't paint, it looks good, you know. So, and then the board game miniatures, when I would get them in collections or whatever, when I would just buy a board game at like an auction, and then I open it up and the miniatures were painted, they would sell relatively quick for more price than like just because they had painted stuff. Video games, steampunk, or just random designs and makeup. But yeah, I should start. It's a lot of time for me though. I take forever to paint. Plus, you're watching like professional Warhammer painters. Mine would look like garbage. I do have a couple okay ones, but I don't know if I can. Everything's kind of a little bit of a disaster. My Kingdom Death stuff is probably my best. And then for some of the board games, like I'll do a slightly worse job just because I know like there will only be so much time spent in the board game. But once they banned prop guns at convention due to active shooters, it all ended. That makes sense. All the cosplaying. And a lot of people cosplay too now these days. Oh. The collection feels never ending, but I'm doing a listing after a listing.
It is getting done. Like, I hope one day in the future it'll be like, I did a combo order. I remember I was listening to stuff live. It was worth it every second. You would like to do it again, but there doesn't seem to be any money in it like there used to be. Start painting. Paint board game miniatures. Pick up a cheap board game for like $1 or less that has miniatures painted up, and then try to upsell it. I saw someone trying to sell some. I didn't look at their quality, but they were trying to sell the Star Wars Imperial Assault stuff for like triple, but they painted all the miniatures. I just didn't look at it. I should have just clicked on one just to see the quality. I don't know if it will sell or when it will sell. They have to wait for someone to have extra money and then not want to paint the whole thing. But there's a lot of miniatures in those like board games sometimes. But yeah, you're already doing eBay and your job and can't do everything. I've been pushing every minute I have. But that's just because like eBay's been slower, so I want to feel like I'm doing the best I can. Yeah, that would be cool. You don't even have to do like a... I mean, you could be a good painter, I'm not saying you're not, but you don't even have to do like a crazy good job for like the board game stuff. Board gamers? Board gamers? This is controversial, but they're lazy with a lot of stuff. You could do like one color of miniatures. They'll be like, oh my god, that looks amazing. I'd never be able to do that. And you'd be like, that was me spray painting primer. No, it looks so good. I can never do that. It's like, okay. Alright, got all these. This is the Ephelum's Pandemonium rifle stack. Let's see. That's not what I wanted. Let's see, let's look this up. Oh, you know what you could do if you had extra time with that particular skill set of painting and custom with the guns, just do an actual channel. Just like tutorials for other people. Probably be a lot of work to do it, but people would maybe watch it. Oh, other sellers started copying your designs in the Nerf guns. I guess, yeah. I guess they could do that. This says it's in the Word Hollow set. Let's see. Is it the base set? This is probably just the base set. Oh, there it is. Okay. Found it. Just change up just using one of my old listings. Word Hollow. Ephelum. Pandemonium. T-A-E. Make sure my eyes aren't bleeding. M-O-N. Wait a second. N-I-U-M. Okay. Then another stack of cards done. I want to change gears for a moment to do sleeves, but I want to have all the sleeves first, so... And I think that's the wiser decision, but I do want to list some of the sleeves. If I don't get all the cards done today, which I probably won't, even though it's still early enough, every time an original design sold, you would redo it. I'll have to like stay up with people trying to take it. least you had a cool gig while it lasted. You still have the skill set, though. Let me double check that I have the right number of cards for this. I'm assuming right now, but let's see. For the fighters, 5. Okay, cool. That's correct. Anytime I'm listing like a collection or something and I'm in the groove and everything is normal, everything is complete, it'll always be the one listing where I get too lazy or forget, and I list the item, I ship it out, and someone goes, oh hey, this one thing's missing, and I look at the pictures and I'll be like, really, of all like 100 of whatever that I listed, that's the one that the one time I just don't check? I always get punished for that, always. So I was just checking up right now to see if I had the right number of fighter cards. Almost dropped my phone there. Probably sounded dramatic because I bumped into the mic. Is there a fan website or a website where you get to like type in a Warhammer character's like name or something, you get like the lore and all of it? Is there like an aggregate website where just like you can look up any lore about any character? Or you basically just have to go through the book's game, flavor text, stuff like that? You're new to it, you really don't know much. I gotcha. I don't think there is, but I was just curious. Alright, so that one is listed. Alright, that's good. Oh, I got lucky today. This was like someone left this at the post office, so free tape. Tape is expensive enough, so it's not like a lot. It's not like a crazy amount, but I'll make this stretch for a couple weeks for like taping up little stuff like this. So I was super happy. Let's see, is this the 32 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32. Cool, I got all these, but I have to get rid of the sleeves. I just grabbed the same sleeve like 6 times and kept missing. It was like just... My box of sleeves is like overloading, which is fine. I'm looking forward to listing them. Okay, and then I have to look up to see what set these are from. So these are, looks like a ghost dog? I don't know how to describe the symbol. Where is it? Where's the ghost dog?
What warband is this? Wait, is that it? Wait. There it is. But then it also has like a skull, so I don't know if this is like a dual like squad. I haven't seen any other cards like this. Oh no, this looks like it's let me pair them up. Drepper, then Inspired. Okay, so yeah, these are fine. These are, let's see, Drepper's Wraith Creepers. Drepper's Wraith Creepers. The stuff you're listening is very random right now. Is a bulk that I couldn't pass up, basically free. Yeah, that's kind of like what we've been dealing with. It's kind of just like whatever bulk we can get. I just picked like listing these Warhammer Underworlds cards because they were kind of like bothering me in the back of my head. I'm like, oh, like I already had done this like game before without the miniatures, and I struggled with it, and then this time I just dug in deeper. So I got more stuff. It was kind of like a thing I was struggling with, and later on I got like a big box for like $5, and I'm like, I was like, oh, I guess I gotta do it. I gotta understand this more. So I'm like, okay, this week I'm getting it done. I don't know if it's like the best thing to be listing, but that's always like seems like made up drama in my head. What should you be listing today? Just anything is fine. Like I don't have the hottest of hot categories. I don't have like sealed Pokemon. If I had sealed Pokemon, that would take precedence over anything else. Can't find this set. It says the Underworld starter set. Really? Just the starter set as well? So let me look up the starter set just to double check. There was the starter set listing. Sometimes I list just to like, oh, this box is in my way, so I'll get this box listed just because it's in my way. Or sometimes it'll be like, oh, at the storage unit I had like room in a box on the bottom which I can put heavy stuff, so then I'll list heavy stuff. So it changes. There we go, there's the contents. So I have the 4 fighter cards, so they're supposed to be 64 upgrade, ploy, and objective cards, which would be 32 for each of the teams, and I already did the... Did I do the other ones? I think I did. Okay. So this deck won't be as expensive. So we got a message from someone. I feel like I'm not going to like this message. They said, so I sold an incomplete game. It was missing like 1 card. And I sent them a message beforehand just to double check that they saw a single card is missing. And then they did say that they completely missed this. But it's no problem. They have their own set to give to their friend. Whew. I see, I don't know if that's worth like messaging back. Like, I don't know if there's anything worthy of saying. It almost feels like a bullet dodged. Thinking. Okay. I can almost ask would there have been anything that I could have done in the listing to make it more clear, but like it could almost be mocking this person, or they could perceive it as mocking because my literal like first characters is asterisk 99% complete in caps. So like that's like the first thing they see. It's like right there. I definitely show pictures and talk about it in the description, but
Yeah, I don't know what to say. This one has me stumped. Sorry, I'm just thinking in my head here. I want to. Yeah, I don't know how to respond to this message. I have to actually sit in that one. It has to just like come to me. Like, it's not a big deal right there. Glad to hear that. If you need anything else, let me know. Yeah, that seems good enough. Like, I almost also their message isn't like technically clear. They said, sorry, completely missed this. They could have been talking about my message, or they could have been referring to they missed, that it was an incomplete game. I think they're referring to a message. But yeah, that seems fine enough. Glad to hear that. If you need anything else. I might tweak a little bit. Glad to hear that. My apologies if my listing wasn't clear enough. Have a good day. Or yeah, that's fine. I'm just rereading in my head. Alright. Seems good enough. Thank you. Alright. Going back to this starter set. Pack of cards, the Wraiths or whatever they were called. These were called Dreppers, Wraith Creepers. Alright. There's not going to be enough characters for this. I just do Dreppers. Or I get rid of the 2-player starter phrase. Dreppers, Wraith Creepers. There you go. Could also respond to the person like throughout the free return. Just mention that we have that as like an option for them. I don't think they would take it at that point, but just so they know that like I want the person to be happy with the item, but I also, I have that open. Returns suck, but I expect them to happen. Especially if I'm selling something like incomplete, no matter how clear I am with the title and the pictures and the description. I understand people are similar to me and everyone else where they're like busy or doing a bunch of stuff, so it's very easy to like buy something in a hurry, miss one picture, miss one sentence. I'm not a person that thinks a bunch of people are scamming. I think most people, or at least I would put it to 95% of people, buyers and sellers, are going to be genuine. I always feel like the nastiest feedback always comes from the people that feel like that they feel dumb for what they bought or something without looking. They seem to like lash out the most. I'm just taking a guess here, but at least the nastiest feedback we got. I can tell that the person didn't they just click bought and moved on. Sorted lowest price, bought, moved on, and then they'll get upset, and then they get upset at us or other people, and you can feel it's like it's okay. I have the return on. It's all good. You'll get your money back. I'll do better if my listing was worse or bad enough. I'll do better. It's literally not a big deal. you get the worst attitude from buyers when you're trying to make a deal, usually low ballers. I feel like Aneta would agree, but I feel like it's I feel like the low ballers stand out to people more, so maybe it's just more in your memory, but I don't know, it's your selling experience. I feel like I for a lot of the low ballers, I'll actually like counter with my probably like 10% lower than in my head what the lowest would be, and they still almost never take it. So I'm always giving like the biggest olive branch ever. So, and if they don't take it, I just move on. If they counter after that, it's just we just let it sit there. I don't know if it's bad for the account to just let it sit there, but at some point it'd be like, I'm not going whatever low price you want. I don't need to put on minimum offers either. I'm always just curious to see what people are offering. Yeah, we get low ball offers all the time. We got one today. We had like a CD for $8 listed. Usually, if I have something listed for like $9 or less, I told Aneta only accept an offer if it's worth your time to pack it. If it's not like too much of a pain for $9 or less, and if the box doesn't eat up too much of the cost of it. So that's usually just my thing. But someone did like $3 on the CD, and I was like, I probably want $5 for this CD. So I went to $4.50. I went even lower than I would, and then they went up to like $3.75. I was like, I just left it there. It was just unsold in my head at that point. And there's a lot of times people will just come back and they'll just like, I don't think they can buy it until, I'm not 100% sure, I don't think they can buy it until that offer goes away on their end, and then they'll come back and they'll pay the full price. Aneta's more, her, like, she does most of the offers, honestly, for the account, but she'll have, like, a different thought process about it. Someone gives her a low offer, she's not even countering. She's just gonna let the offer sit there as a low ball. Also, I don't know how long, like, offers and counter offers last, or if you can change it, so I don't really keep track of like when I counter if someone actually takes it or not, because like I might, whatever, let's say I send an offer on someone and then they counter, and then I counter again or something, and then like a day goes by and maybe they buy, but I wouldn't even remember that we had that because we get enough notifications on a normal eBay day where that would just disappear in memory decay. I wouldn't even remember that I was like countering on a particular item. I'll just like move on with what, like, after that whole 10 seconds, 30 seconds happens, I'll just go back to listing or something. Oh, and then there's people where they'll have like bad attitudes, but I feel bad for them because they'll waste a bunch of time. They'll send me like a big paragraph about like why something should be priced the way that they think it is, and I'll just sit there and I'll be like, oh man, this person like wasted a lot of time, like I'm ignoring that message, like, but they probably spent a lot of their time just thinking about it, sending it. Sometimes I'll even like look up what they'll say. They'll be like, oh, this website has this for this price, and I'll look it up and I'll be like, no they don't, they've been out of stock for 5 years, that's not how pricing works and stuff like that. So it'll be like, I just feel bad for people burning time and stuff that feels like, I don't know, in my head, pointless. You always counter even low ballers, but that's how you end up dealing with problematic people. I feel like the biggest problems we get into is when the post office messes up, which is frustrating because that's literally out of our control. I feel like the people that have gotten under, at least annoyed me, they don't get under my skin that much, but the people that have annoyed me will be like, you can see I shipped the item within like an hour of them buying it sometimes, because I'll be at the storage unit and then it'll get stuck at like a distribution center and people will be like, why haven't you shipped it out yet? So it's like, oh, that's not even how that works. But I'm not going to lecture them. That's not how it works. I'll just do my classic, like, sorry, it's moving along. It's arriving late. And then new items. I always have issues with new items. Always. New sealed items. Always problems. People invent problems sometimes. It's intriguing. There was someone that was like, I think they were freaking out from something they bought from us. It was and I problem solved from like 8 states away. I was like, it looks like it got delivered, but you should just ask your delivery driver if they dropped it off at the wrong house. And the next day, or no, they thought the package was lost, and I'm like, no, the tracking looks normal. And the next day they're like, oh, I talked to my neighbor, they happened to accidentally grab it. It's like, yeah, I know. Just think about this stuff. It's humans delivering packages. Humans make mistakes. It's normal. Does. I feel like I do too much problem solving. Sometimes I wish I can just like teleport myself to like an area where like someone's having trouble finding the item that I delivered, and I feel like I could find it in 30 minutes. I would check their postman, I would check their post office. That's probably where it is like 95% of the time. That's where all like the tracking goes dead. And there was probably some kind of issue from maybe like the driver or the back to the person's house. Like, who knows? It might be the employee is annoyed at the person that they're dropping off stuff, or someone was called in sick that day, so they were just backlogs, and then someone forgot about it. Just stuff like that. Or just look at the neighbors. Like, just go outside, look at your neighbors, see if they have packages. I feel like that would answer 99% of these like missing package questions. All right, the Exiled Dead comes from Harrow Deep. I will try to politely tell people this stuff too, because they think you're condescending if you say it in a certain way. I'll be like, I know it's a pain, but if you can check your post office, they might, if you give them the tracking, they might know where it is. I have to like phrase it in these ways. This little expansion pack is 20 to 40 bucks, 25. Okay, so is there anything else that comes with 70 cards? No, wait, 90 cards. Sorry, 102 cards. So I just have like the little Rivals deck. Okay. This one shouldn't go for too much. Warhammer Underworlds. This is going to be Harrow Deep, the Exiled Dead. Oh. It's super quiet around here right now. My phone camera is not focusing. We've also tried not doing offers before, but we just do get less sales from it. think the offer system would be best if people could like put a bunch of stuff in the cartons and offer like some of the other platforms. I really, really want that. That would be like my number one eBay ask. Or two, to be able to send invoices on eBay international orders. Those two things. But yeah, I'm not sure what eBay's gonna be working on non-AI related or promotion. They've only been talking about their promoted stuff. I haven't seen anything about like upgrades to the UI or features like that. I'm not like super on top of it. I'll just look at the little, I think it's like under the seller tab, it'll be like little updates or news articles and stuff. I'll read them or at least glance at them occasionally. Made up yawn. Alright, got these done. Double checking that I have the right category. Or not category, title. Yeah, okay. I sold something, was it yesterday, where it was like a Star Wars Imperial Assault, like an incomplete thing, and I forgot I had gotten some incomplete stuff a long time ago. So when I was pulling the item from the storage unit, I went like, oh no, it's in, because like this is where right here behind me is going to be a bin with all of the Star Wars Imperial stuff I listed. So I was like, oh no, it's not in the storage unit. I must have done a typo, because this bin over here is labeled D5. And when I was looking at the sold item, it said D1. I'm like, it's not in my D1 bin. So I just assumed it, and I came back here and realized it wasn't in here. And then we went into the emails. The emails will let you know like what day you listed something. So you can figure out, I knew I listed those within last week. And then the item that I sold, I listed in August or something. So I'm like, oh, I randomly did have one of that particular game in D1. So I had to go all the way back to get it. It was so obnoxious. Problem created by myself. Wasting time like that when it was like easily preventable it's annoying at the time. It's like I caused myself a waste of time. How obnoxious. eBay AI doesn't compare to List Easier, not yet anyway. I feel like eBay's using the AI to like market to people. I think they're trying to like use it to, they're trying to like, you know, use it so like you could pick the people that want to buy the stuff. I think that's what they're doing. And then search results have changed. They said something somewhere about how search results are, the search results are for buyers, not for sellers anymore. So I did notice searching up stuff was a little bit more annoying. But then I forgot where I read that. I think it was one of their articles or something. So let me just give an example. So let's say if I'm typing in like, I'm trying to figure out Warhammer Underworlds, whatever. Let's say this is Beastgrave or whatever this set's called. Harrowdeep. There you go. It's actually, if I type that in the search bar, the AI is designed, it's trying to sell me Harrowdeep stuff. It's not having me like, it doesn't want to show me stuff that I'd be researching as a seller. It's trying to get me to buy it. So it's going to like slip in other stuff in there or things you want to buy. I wish I could remember where I read that. I don't know if they're going to make it for listing. Let's see. can't get this out. This is a perfect fit sleeve, which people do buy perfect fit sleeves for like Magic and pretty sure Pokemon. So these were only sleeved one time, so they are going to be resellable. I can do like a big lot, but this one is like, these cards must have been like just designed slightly thicker than like Magic cards, so it's a little annoying getting this one out. The sleeve might get wrecked. That's just what I'm trying to do right now. Okay, I got it. Salvaged it. Alright. Yeah, they shouldn't have done perfect fits on these fighter cards. I can't get it out. Alright. Is that sleeve fine? Yeah, it's fine. Still 4 more to do. So obnoxious. Alright, you got it. Figured out like a strategy to get these out, like slightly pinching it so I don't ruin it. Gets a little room in there. Alright, that might have been maximum effort for those. Those are the hardest perfect fits to get rid of, or to unsleeve from this whole collection. Oh, these ones are also perfect fits? Oh, it's gonna be painful. I don't know if these cards are as thick. Are they? Maybe. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Oh well. Alright. Let me check something real quick. Almost halfway there. But yeah, I have to test my camera, this one that's looking at me right now, when I'm off the stream. I don't want to blind people, but I want to see if I could like position it somewhere, maybe from top or on the side into the listing box. And I'm not sure if the streaming platform allows it, but having two things would be cool. I think it would work. I think I can connect 2 cameras. I would assume that's a thing that the streaming can do. Alright, finally got all those perfect fits. I was getting into like a daze there. These sleeves are actually easy to take off, the branded ones. I think Warhammer Underworlds was Fantasy Flight Games. These feel like double matte sleeves.
What brand were they? Oh no, it's not Fantasy Flight Games. I'm being stupid. This is Games Workshop, right? But did someone else like publish it? Where's the details? Where's the back of the box? I'll look into it later. I know why it's not coming up right now. Maybe because this is an expansion pack. Oh, yeah, let's see the main game. Oh, it's just Games Workshop. Okay. I'll look at the sleeve packs later on. They might have been outsourced to someone else. It's possible Games Workshop did their own sleeves. There are definitely some items here I may not list, like this oven. It's heavy and probably not worth listing. I don't know, I've been surprised when Annette has told me to list heavier stuff. I'd be like, no one's gonna, because we do plus shipping, I'm like, no one's gonna do it. And she'll just be like, just list it. If it's gonna sit in the storage unit anyways, might as well have it on the ground listed. And then some stuff has sold where I was shocked that they paid the shipping, or that they happened to just be in like just close enough where the shipping wasn't as painful. But yeah, I'm not sure about how tight you are on the space. We're pretty tight in space too at this point, but I need to do some organizing, but I want to do a video and organizing, but I don't think that would work out. I would need Annette to like record me as I'm doing it rather than record myself, because it would just be way too much effort to like set up the tripod, start organizing something, turn it off, and redo it a million times. Because like the organizing is going to be a task on its own, but I really want to do a video of it too, so that's my dilemma. It would be like something different. I don't know, it might not be worth a video, who knows. Alright, what set does this come in? I feel like people like seeing messy stuff or organized stuff, or stuff going from messy to organized or organized to messy. There's someone for all that stuff. What set does this come from? Dire Chasm. Alright, Dire Chasm. What is this? Canaan's Reapers? Canaan's Reapers? I'll go at space now that I moved from a 10 by 10 to a 10 by 20. That's the only way I have room to list in here now. Is moving on up with space, and then you're gonna need more and more. It's how it always goes. I mean, we've like thought about like what would be the process of like paring down, because like our storage unit, other than our time, is the most expensive right now. So we were wondering if we could like do something. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we could do. Maybe to sell a bunch of stuff, could do a live selling a bunch of stuff just to get rid of it if we wanted to pare down from a storage unit, and then just run a way tighter ship or something like that. Be more charitable with low wall offers, let stuff go for low. I'm not too sure what that would look like. Thought about it though. I don't think we're quite there yet. I asked Annette and she's like, nah. If we have like a terrible November and December, we'll have to think about cutting the storage units. That's not ideal though. Let's see. This expansion's like, it does have miniatures. It's 50 or 60. All right. I'll look for a Dire Chasm listing I have.
to go from there. I thought I had one. Okay. Maybe not. I'll just have to start a new one. But also, like, speaking of the oven, like, I feel like most people will just almost buy anything. Like, I don't even, I try not to think about, like, oh, this isn't worth listing because someone's not going to buy it. Because I've sold some random stuff before. The most random stuff. And then some people have, like, messaged, like, oh my god, I was waiting for this exact whatever thing. And I'll be like, I'm glad I listed that because that almost got donated. They're like, I was waiting a year for that. It's so random. You just can't imagine what millions and millions of other people might want. Like, technically, right now, I haven't sold much of Warhammer Underworld stuff. I don't know if I've listed too much. I've listed, like, a small amount. So, like, this could be a waste of time. I never know, you know. But if someone comes and buys a bunch of these, or even a couple, I'll be happy I did it. It's only a couple days of listing. There was like a bag of miniatures I listed, I want to say like a month or two. Honestly, at this point, when I say like a date, I don't know. It could have been 2 days ago or a month ago or 3 months ago. I don't know at this point. Time goes fast. But I listed recently a big bag of like partially painted and just kind of like just generic Civil War miniatures, World War II. I've been talking about them a bunch in the videos. Almost all of them have sold, and it was just a bag I listed just because it was like, I need to get this out of my way. It was a little bit of a pain to, like, I had to dump it out and, you know, clean them out a little bit because the paint shavings were going to get all over the place. And so I had to do a little bit of work for it. But almost all of them sold, and I was like, wow, that's, like, actually rare to, like, for me to list a big bag as something and have most of it sell relatively quickly. Used to liquidate at the flea market, but your truck suspension needs work, so I don't want to risk breaking down with heavy load. Yeah, that would be bad times. We had to do I got bad luck with a big like bolt into the tire. I was so salty. I think it was the day where we had 2 sales. So I'm driving in the car to go drop off the 2 sales, and I just hear this. I just like hear something, or I'm like, I don't know if I was imagining it. And I get to the post office, which was pretty close, and I look at my tire, big bolt, like the biggest bolt in there. I'm like, oh man, life really does like kick you when you're down. That was so brutal. We had like a little warranty on our tires, so we were lucky to the replacement was free. But then I had to buy the little insurance again for $22 or something. So that was a net negative day. I worked to drop off my car to get a tire fixed. That was like, you know, my whole day. And those are the days where it's like, oh man, that was a bad day. I was so salty. I just took my like frustrations and listed as much as I could that day because I was like, I want to move past this and make up for it. But yeah, I imagine trucks are going to be way more expensive for parts and stuff. I got my car just because it's cheaper to repair. See an eBay notification, but I bet you it's going to be a live notification. Did you guys get a lot of live notifications, or know how to turn them off? They actually like drive me crazy. I wish there was just a way to like turn them off. I literally get like 10 a day of like, oh, this person's live, this person's live. It's not anyone we're following or anything. It's just like maybe they're paying for a promotion to get that. But it is such like the saddest notification. It's like, oh, do I have an offer? Is there a message I have to deal with? So it's either like highs or lows of like, what am I have to deal with here? And then it's like, oh, this person's live. I'll be like, oh, come on. I don't know if that's just like something we accidentally don't know how to turn off. I have to rip this packaging. I don't know why these cards are. I guess there are more cards on this one, so it's not fitting because it had more fighter cards. So I have to like put it in a different way. There we go. I was unnecessarily struggling. Yeah, today's been completely dead with sales again. I mean, it's not completely over. We're not. Oh no! Triple messages. Triple messages. Oh no. Okay, let's see. They said, oh, this was the person that was talking about the game. Your listing was clear, no worries. I had just forgotten to ask which specific card it was. I appreciate you letting me know. Then they said, just realized I misread the above. Do you happen to recall which card it was? If not, no problem all. No problem at all. I don't know. I don't know which card it was because I got it as is. I think it was like a... Yeah. Okay. This feels like it's going the way I expected. That's why I almost didn't want to... I should just kind of... My gut wanted to not respond. I might be one message away from just offering the free return. So I can move on and list these cards. Okay. These are weird. These are like completely not organized. I guess I can move this box out of the way. I have a whole nother box of this stuff. Sorry, I'm just like looking at this last bit of cards I got. It has like some generic, some not. Yeah, you think everyone gets those live notifications, which is why they have thousands of people watching the shows. Let's see, 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30? Are these two like part of it? Oh no, they have these card numbers are all over the place. I want to figure out why though. I'm curious to see how live selling does if or when like the Pokemon pack opening market has a decline. I don't know how else to phrase it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If it does. 13, 14. I only have 30. I keep missing like 2 cards. It's kind of annoying. It's almost like this person did mix and match for their stuff, I think. Yeah, these stacks of cards got me stumped. I don't know what to work on next. Man, it sucks. I haven't photographed in so long, and right after work too. I'm starting to feel it now. I'll just push past it. Get the second wind. If your brain starts completely melting, that's when it's over. But I get it. If you can't do it no more, you can't do it anymore, you know. I feel like my brain's melted, and I haven't been doing this enough today. I did a lot of other stuff today, and I get that counts of doing stuff with your body and mind. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know why these are like off counts. See, this is where my brain's melting. I'll open up the other box and see where like stuff lies. See if like anything's missing because it's in there. Like I said, this was a weird batch of them. Oh, that's right. You haven't done anything since April. Like, you were being literal. Like, literally nothing since April. That's right. I completely forgot. Yeah, that's why, like, I take very little breaks if possible, because I'll become so I guess lazy, or I get out of the routine, and then it's hard to jump into it. All right, Sepulchre Guard decks. There you go. These ones are sealed. This is organized even different. This barely has any sleeves. This person gave up at some point. Pokemon is Nintendo's golden goose, but the fact that they try to sue people, Pal World trying to say no other game is allowed to have any other type of battle pet, means they are starting to lose players to other games. Yeah, I think so. Like, I know people like Pal World. I didn't play it. Good thing they lost. Oh, the suing? Oh, I don't think I ever kept up with if they lost or not. Well, I guess you just told me now. I think Pokemon is really popular. Like, we like Pokemon. We're not like crazy fanatics, but like we grew up on the red and blue and yellow, and I think it's just it's successful because I think it hits every generation, including the new generation. It gets like new people into it. I feel like that's where, in my opinion, Magic the Gathering's going to struggle long term. We'll see. Well, I guess Magic the Gathering's doing a bunch of their out of universe stuff, which I guess is a good play for them to get like younger people into it. But yeah, Pokemon has everyone from like millennials to Gen X, and boomers even got into it because of Pokemon Go. They were fucking playing a lot of Pokemon Go. Excuse my language. I don't know if it's allowed in here, but they were playing a lot. So they know they're probably still playing Pokemon Go. Let's see. I just don't know if the live selling has a thing, like a mainstay. I know a lot of people like it and stuff. When I personally think about it, I think it's almost only for people that, I don't want to phrase it. It's only for people that already have like a following somewhere else. It's almost like the successful get to be more successful with it. But like, just a random person doing the live is not gonna probably work out well. And sure, I'm sure some people can grind their way into rapport with people, but like not everyone can watch everyone all at once. So I just feel like it's extremely limited. And Papa Canada Soda to keep you going. You have a tote in here that you have listed. It's Poppy Punch Pop, paid $4.91 per 15 pack and selling for $43 free shipping. There you go.
Poppy Punch Pop. What is Poppy Punch Pop? Are those like those little let me see. Punch Pop. I guess just some kind of like collectible toy type of thing. Or is this like an actual drink? I can't tell. Oh, it looks like it's an actual drink. I thought it was, there's a lot of like little toy, like collectible random things that are popular. Alright, let me get back to this one. I got distracted. Warhammer Underworld Sepulchre. These two decks are from Shadespire. Let's see how much this goes for. This is just missing the miniatures, which is the best part, of course. $50 for the expansion. There's the sleeves. Did the sleeves really come in a pack of 39? I just got distracted by someone's listing because I am going to have these. That's such a weird number. Okay.
Let's get listening to this one now. I don't know, I could do sell similar from one of my other ones. I don't have to do a new listing. $60 card decks. I had to change it a little bit. Because it's not one deck, it's two. I can get rid of the description. We're saying like the cards are just lightly played or whatever because they're in the sealed packs. And then price is fine. I'll keep it like my other ones. He's in the picture. 2 sealed packs. Alright. Alright, got those done. I do have to change the weight, so you have to be careful when I'm like using my other listings, because my other listings were only, they were like 32 card rival decks. This is slightly more. I think I need some coffee. I'm gonna make a coffee real quick. Yeah, I need a boost. I will be back. Give me a second.
I'm back. Oh no, my Poppy Punch pop. You spilled it. Oh, that's awful. It's like the most pathetic soda to drop. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was not knowing where I was. Telling Ned about the creepy basketball guy. Oh, this is a promo, temporary reprieve promo. Who knows if it's good? Well, let's take it out of this little baggie that I don't like. I don't like this little baggie for a card. It almost looks like it's gonna, scratch the card as it's coming out. I could use this for something else. This is from 2024. Just because it's a promo doesn't mean it's worth anything. It could be like junk, for all we know. I'll look it up though. Let's see. Let's go straight to eBay for this one. Warhammer Underworlds temporary reprieve promo. Did I spell it right though? Tempo. Okay. Nothing came up. So we'll go to see if any sold. Oh, that's crazy. Someone's was selling packs of those sleeves for $1. They had a sale from $8 down to $1. I wonder if they meant to do 10% on their stuff and they accidentally did 90%. That sold. Or they were desperate in October. October sales were awful. Maybe they were seeing if like eBay was still working. I remember it felt very bad. Alright. So let me reverse image search this. 1 second. Oh, I got my phone stuck. Oh yeah. See, so there's a low baller. They're messaging. I might even block them because it's a bit much. It was the CD that I was talking about where they countered at $3.75 and then they said like an hour later I can do $3.75 if you want, and now it's 5 hours later. They're like question mark. It's like, it's just it's awkward. It's like, no, I don't want. I would have accepted. I don't want it. Yeah, there's. This is Madtown Throwdown Q2 2020. Is that someone's like blog? I'm trying to find this promo card. See, if there's none up there, I get to pick like an imaginary price. I'm just trying various, reverse image searching it, typing it in multiple ways to make sure I'm not being stupid, Last search before I'm just going to list it the way I want. Warhammer Underworlds. I'm typing on my phone so the computer see if it's different. Temporary reprieve. Promo card. I don't see it. I guess I lied. There is one more place I can look. I can look at Board Game Geek and see if they have it. Yeah, the low ballers become hostile, but up to you. I actually block once they are rude or threaten me. Oh, our block list is Heavy. Well, my concern would be they're gonna buy the item for full price, and then there could be retribution from them at that point. We are less forgiving for blocking. Like, we're nice people, so, like, we don't... If you get on our block list, even if we're less charitable, they did something. But it's, like, really not a big deal. It's just a CD. We'll be moving past it in, like... I'll forget about it in like a moment. I'm just trying to find this promo. Okay, so this thing doesn't exist anywhere. If it sells fast, it sells fast. Alright, Warhammer, meaning like if I undersell it, whatever. Warhammer Underworlds. It's promo card. It's then P 9 out of 32. Then someone got a good deal and they were waiting for it to be listed. Let's see. I'm going to put this... I'm going to do eBay standard envelope, but I have to put it in the card category, which is annoying. I can't put it in like the Warhammer thing and then just put eBay standard envelope, which annoys me. I know a bunch of people would be lying about that, and then like a bunch of, stuff would get shipped incorrectly, but it really makes me sad for board game promos and like these miniature game promos where it's just one card that I have to put in the card category if I want the standard envelope shipping method. I get it, it's just still annoying. Not that I would make a break for this. They would look up the promo card and probably be like hunting it down for their deck, and then it won't matter what category it's in. That's most likely how that's going to work. Yeah, you've noticed a lot of YouTube full-time resellers block more often than I do. But like I said, that's how I usually end up dealing with bad buyers arguing over price, so I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if it's a YouTube thing or not. We did that before YouTube. I don't know, at some point you just get a feel for it. You can get a feel for it. Yeah, if you want to be more charitable, go for it. You never know. Literally never know. See, I feel stupid because Annetta, when she saw the $3 offer, she said don't even counter offer. She already had the vibe that it was going to be an issue. I said, you know what, I'll go up to $450. I'll do like lower than my lowest. And then she was right. She felt the vibe beforehand. I'm gonna have to have egg on my face. I'm like, yeah, you were right. She'll be like, yeah, I already knew that a long time ago. Objective. Doing all the details for the card. I'll do. Well, I guess the other ones were like stacks of cards, so there wasn't like details to put in. We had this I guess I won't call out their account name or whatever, unrelated to YouTube, but in case they're watching. So we had this person, they were one of the most interesting people that we had message us, and they would like buy bulk orders, but then sometimes they would like almost like switch into a different personality and then have some like issues, but like it never resulted in any negatives. But then they would come back and buy a bunch of stuff and be nice, but then out of nowhere become like short. And really interesting eBay buyer.
And then Aneta had blocked them because Aneta was done with that. She just thought it was annoying. The back and forthness of it was just stressful for her. She was like, I don't see this as a customer because like there's going to be bigger problems, and even though nothing's like happened yet from it, and even though they are buying combo orders and stuff, it was just like she just felt like it was like going to eventually be an issue. And then I don't know, after like 6 months I like unblocked the person. I was like, oh whatever, they're not going to come back. But they did come back. And then I was like, did you unblock them? I'm like, yeah, I unblocked them. She's like, why? Because they started coming back with like problems already. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm just going to keep the people on the block list. I think she understands vibes from people online better, and then I'm better at in person. When people are like physically in my space, I get better vibes than her. So like we have different skill sets for that. I'm gonna put this card for 25 because after our sale, it's probably gonna be $20, which means we can still do the eBay standard envelope. And if it happens to sell at, so if someone comes in and buys it before the sale price ticks in, because it does take a little bit of time, we'll have to do ground advantage because it's selling above 20, and then it's like whatever. Then we sold it at like 18 after the $5 shipping or whatever. So we'll see. Which I'm glad eBay allows us to do eBay standard envelope as the shipping price, even when we list something more than 20, because we have sales that hit. I'm just glad like eBay thought of that. Or they didn't, it just accidentally happened. That's something you've never done before? Are you talking about like unblocking someone? I don't know, I thought they were interesting. Their communication method was just so intriguing and ridiculous that I just I think I was just was curious. Is this person gonna tell me that they're, I don't know, tell me something ridiculous, or they can buy a bunch of stuff and be happy, and then 2 days later tell me something ridiculous again? It was quite the interesting customer. I could just say the username to Aneta and she'll be like, oh. She'll just instantly, she remembers. I'm like, hey, do you remember this person? She'll just be like, oh, not them. Yeah, if you block, you definitely want to deal with them, especially because you are more patient than other resellers. Yeah, I gotcha. I was surprised they came back. It might have been more than 6 months. I was like, oh, I remember their name. I was like, I'm gonna unblock them. This box is literally fighting me. I think the rest of these, well, maybe not. I have to check all of them. They are gonna be like the generic cards. I wish I had like a table set up near me. Like I have a table over there, but it has all the 6 boxes of stuff. I cannot move it easily. That would require hours of organizing. But it would help this particularly, like when I'm dealing with stacks of cards and I need to splay them out to see what I have. They're just like all over in front of me. I'm gonna start from this end actually, because I see some like sleeve stuff, so I'm gonna work backwards, because these are probably have to be like a big lot of them. They're gonna be power cards, objective cards, play cards. These over here look like they're just straight up still from the thing. Yeah, this is a Rivals deck. Sirenes Razors, or Kyrenes, and then this one is Thricefold Discord Rivals deck.
Let's look this up. Sirenese Resolve. Razors. No, I mixed both names. Sirenese Razors comes in Emberguard starter deck. Is that true? Let's see. Emberguard. No, that didn't come up. This one's slightly annoying to find. Here's someone eBay listing. They have it listed for... That's an interesting picture. Looks like I'm wearing like 3D glasses looking at their picture. It's like popping out. It's kind of trippy. I'm not saying it's bad, just it's an interesting picture. They didn't also say what set this was from. I want to know. I want to put in the title. Oh, this is going to be Underworld's Death Gorge. Okay.
Okay. That was Death Gorge. Waiting for the coffee to settle. Like, my brain is just made up tired right now. Absolutely made up. It's just, it got dark here at like 4 o'clock. So my brain thinks it's like midnight when I went out there to make the coffee. I think Annetta said something like, oh, is it midnight yet? Are you done streaming? I'm like, no, it's not midnight. It's just dark out early. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah, really. So I keep like wanting to yawn and stuff, and I'm not actually tired. I did have to do all the basic stuff. Then I did like mini grocery shopping. It was busy.
What else? Oh, I also had to do I don't think every state has to do that. I'm not even sure who or what, but we have to do like emissions tests for certain cars. So I had to do that. That one was actually late. And in Illinois, we also have to buy a sticker, just kind of BS every year, like a license plate sticker. Yeah, the body acclimates to the sunlight or darkness. Yeah, there was a point where long time ago, we turned like our parents' garage into like a full-fledged room. We didn't necessarily need it. We had enough bedrooms, and my older brother was there at some point, and then I was in there at some point, but it had obviously no windows. Upside of that, like, a garage room was the most amount of space, right? But yeah, I would sleep long because there'd be no, rising sun and stuff, so I had to get on like a strict schedule. But it's definitely weird. It's really bad when you work overnight and get hit with the sunlight, screws up the sleep pattern. I've been doing that a couple times with eBay, or just like listing, like, I don't know, just going super late with everything, and not necessarily eBay, but like eBay would be, listing would take a while, and at some point I gotta organize everything, then I gotta go to do the chores, and then I'll play like a video game for like an hour or two, and then
Yeah, it's like the sun's coming up soon. I'm like, oh boy. Well, at least I get to sleep in for eBay as long as I get to the post office on time. That's like the upside of doing the eBay. Did I picture these? No, I did not. Or like the picture got messed up. Yeah, there's been a couple of days in the past few months I just like could barely get in any sleep, and I was trying. It's not like I was on my phone in the bed, because like if you're on like an electronic, it just keeps you awake more. It doesn't actually, it does the opposite of trying to. So I would just be sitting there basically thinking and watching like paint dry, just like looking at the wall. Just couldn't go to sleep. There's one time I was thinking about, it was like last week or something, I was like, I think I just want to like get up and just start listing. But I was like, I think it's gonna be really unhealthy if I go with no sleep. So I just sat there until it happened. Not normal for me. That's not normal. I normally can get decent sleep, and I normally am on like a relatively within 1 hour of sleeping and waking up schedule. I know that's completely different than like actually working an overnight shift. I usually have to stop in eBay when my brain power's gone, and that only recharges with like food, water, and sleep. So my body's up, but my mind is just mush. I can't do anything on eBay because I'll just make mistake after mistake. We are not machines. Alright. Got this listed. I'm glad I'm getting this collection done. I'll be more glad when someone does a combo order or buy some. I think the thing that keeps me on the best schedule is the channel, like the channel and the videos. What's going on, brother? I am packing up some orders before calling it quits. I am doing okay. It's been a couple days ago was like decent sales. Today and yesterday were kind of like poopy for sales. I guess we had a high quantity for yesterday, but sales numbers were low. Today was pretty bad, so tomorrow's video is going to be sad. Listing a bunch of like essentially a collection of just the cards only for Warhammer Underworlds. Yeah, and I'm just gonna keep going until my brain melts. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm trying to like, it was like a semi-organized collection, so I have to figure out what sets they're coming from so I can put it in the title. I could probably do sloppier listings and they should sell, but I learned a lot about this game by looking up a video about how people deck build, and so if I ever come across this stuff, I'll have a slightly better knowledge base for this. So I don't have any of the miniatures, which is going to be the most expensive part by far. So hope you had a bunch of orders. I know not everyone's slow every day, or everyone has different stuff they sell in different categories, which have ups and downs for different people at different times. This one's from Deathgorge as well. Oh, I have to actually revise my price for the last one listed because I saw people had it for cheaper. Oh, I see one of my listings. I apparently listed this before in the past. I have so much random nerd stuff that I forget. Alright. Yeah, let's make sure this is complete. It should be. It had the little wrapper on it, but if I don't check, like I said before, I'll be messed up. Okay. I can just go to my own listing of this exact thing. Well, technically, my old listing didn't have this. Wait, no, it did. I'm lying. Thought I didn't have this extra cover card. Oh, Eric, I don't know if you're still here, but I guess you could be in a different time zone. We have to, like, if something sells all the way up to 2 in the morning, we have it so we have to deliver it the next day. But I guess you could also have your shipping day difference. So I was going to wonder how you could grab stuff that early, but I forgot people can set it up differently and also have different time zones. I would love to do it, but we can't, to do same day. I think that's an option, right? To have people like show on your account that like you will ship it the same day. It would be too much gas traveling to the storage unit. Storage unit's close enough, but we also get a bunch of people that like a lot of the feedback is like I'll sell a lot of stuff when I'm at the storage unit picking the stuff, so they basically like send an offer, I accept it, and then they pay for it, and then like 2 hours later it's like, oh, tracking shipped on your way, and they're probably like, what? I feel good about that. I feel good for them. I don't think I've ever ordered something and had someone ship it that fast. I can imagine how good that feels. Not that it matters for people watching, but I figured out how to have the chat open on one monitor while I can use the other side. Where before I was like pulling up the tab all the time. It was horrible. Horrible for me, I guess. Alright. Did I list this properly before? Because this is an old listing. Warhammer Underworld's Thrice Full Discord Rivals deck. I could put was it Death Gorge? Death Gorge. Yeah, I don't know if this was, let's see, Brian game version. What did I put this under? This box, I know it's on the bottom, but this thing is going to be like heavy like a brick. I might have to like bring it there separately, the stuff with the box, and then, you know, bring it to the storage unit, put it down, and then fill it up. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be heavy. I don't want like the bottom of the box to fall through. Only almost happened one time. My hands, I'm usually aware that like a disaster like that can happen, so I'm always carrying stuff unnecessarily, even if it's light, just like hands on the bottom. And I was lucky I was that day, because like the bottom started coming out and I was like holding it. I got to the ground before it was a disaster. Cards add up. They really do. If you ever carry like one of those 5Ks, those big white boxes with 5 rows, full. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Alright. What's going on? Next. This looks like it's going to be, please be complete. Rivals deck. I can do it in order. Does it matter? I guess it's fine. Alright, cool. I can unsleeve these. I can probably list, I do want to list the sleeves today if I get to that point where I get all of the, yeah, I can do that relatively soon. Are these perfect fits? No, the person ran out of perfect fits and they started using like, I don't think these are Dragon Shield, but they are like premium clear standard size sleeves. Those go right over. Why do I have those actually over there? I should have been adding these over here. These are sleeves I got before. Oh yeah, those are Ultra Pro with the little stamp, which is different. Literally had someone message me one time, they're like, I'm glad you have the Ultra Pro with the stamp, because that's what I want, because they got rid of it or something, and they liked it, so they can know which way was up and which way was down. Do you ship eBay standard envelope? Yeah, for any of the cards, 20 or less, like, yeah. Oh, what envelopes do I use? Give me a second. They were just whatever free ones I had. They're actually all the way in this room. I'll just show you. I think their dimension is like 741, but they were literally whatever as stuff falls, whatever free stuff I got. I have to go through the depths over here. These ones, I think. They kind of have like a slot in the front. Yeah, like I said, they're like 7 inches by 4. I think you have to look at the dimensions. They have a little slot in the front, but these I just had for free and they work because I think they're within the range. So, and then I'll put the label over this. So those are the business type ones. Yeah, I have a bunch of free envelopes all over the place. These are just the ones that I was going through first. I think I have like another big box too that I got at Costco years ago. I think it's like a pack of 500 years ago. Yeah, I'll put the label over the window because you don't want to have someone see that it's Pokemon cards or Magic or whatever, because then they're gonna steal it. Let's be honest, if they see what it is. I don't know what you're selling. I just picked the popular 2 right now. I know there's more popular ones, but yeah, you don't want people to see like, oh, that's a sports card signed. Oops, one missing. Oh, also with the eBay standard envelope, even though it doesn't have the like best tracking, eBay covers you if you like ship it out. If it gets lost, we actually got our money back for our card where that happened. So lengthwise, do you fold the envelope? Do I fold it? No, I just keep it as is. Typically, you toss up a few hundred for $1.40 each. No, I don't fold anything. I'll just keep it as is. Are you talking about like making it, I like tight, like fold it in so it's tight? I think that they go through machines, so I think it would I would be careful about that. Just standard baseball cards, nothing fancy. I think sports cards, even though I don't know much about them, I'm pretty sure they crush Pokemon and Magic in price, like here's how I used to know someone that was a distributor for cards. So sports cards and like how much they sell. Well, I don't know if you guys are in view. It's gonna be all the way up here, and then the next popular thing is Pokemon, which is pretty popular, is down here. Like sports cards sells way more than any other card, anything, not even close. Yeah, so the card sleeve doesn't slide. So I don't know the thickness of sports cards, but what I ship cards is penny sleeve into top loader into a team bag. And then that's how and then that goes in the envelope. So penny sleeve, top loader, team bag. But I know there's different thicknesses of cards, so I wouldn't know how I would deal with like a card that's like thicker. If it's like, you know, a certain amount of cards, I'll probably just upgrade to Ground Advantage. Yeah, I think the penny sleeve top loader team bag is the accepted. Like I know someone that sells, like I would go to, if I go to a card store, if someone I know, a card store I've been going to for a long time, if I ask the owner how they ship, that's how they ship too. So it's like, well, this person does it professionally. They've done literally millions of orders. That's how they do it. So, but I know there's a bunch of other ways. I actually did a video on that. It didn't get too many views, but I explained like all the different ways people can ship, and if you have more than one card. I don't know. I think also 99% of the way most people ship, even if they do like, you know, any of the side stuff like cardboard or something, like 99% of the time the card's going to get there and it's not going to be damaged, and that's all that really matters. And then the customer's probably going to be happy. So most ways work. Like I know some people don't do like top loaders and stuff. They'll just risk it, or maybe they put it on like cardboard and stuff. And as long as it gets there, it's fine. You just have to be aware that it goes through a machine. That's probably the place where stuff can get bent the most, when they goes through like that machine. All right, what faction is this from? Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I gotcha. I mean, he probably knows just as much, if not more, if your main thing's baseball cards. Where's this set symbol? Gryceles, Arnai. Let's see what set this comes in. Gnarlwood set. Gnarlwood. Let's see. Oh, this is actually its own thing. It's like its own Rivals deck expansion pack. Oh, wait, no, this was a little bit more than a Rivals deck. It would come with some miniatures. But only 32 cards. $50 for the full thing. 40, 37, 35, 44. All right. Let's get that out. Okay, Gnarlwood. Let me find that in my listings. There we go. There we go. Just change the title. This one's going to be, I don't know how to say this one. Grisels. Arnai. Change the description. All right. There's 5 fighter cards with this one. I'm going to be seeing Warhammer Underworld's cards for forever in the next week or so. It's 8:31. It's going by fast. You guys can probably hear it maybe in the background. I think Anetta's playing Dragon Age Origins. She's in like a combat right now with the Mabari hounds and stuff. Alright, got that. Ooh. That runs ears. Checking something real quick. Taking a 1-minute break. Okay. Alright, I'm good. Alright, next up, the box that I dropped. Yeah, I should do these like last 2 rival decks, 1 or 2 of them, and then I'll unsleeve everything and just switch over the sleeves. I need like a little quick break from these. What are these little packs? Oh, does it say promo in the corner? Oh, these are promos. More promos. Oh, Okay, so they're like promo sets. Interesting. We'll look into that after the sleeves, if we get there. Well, these also need to be de-sleeved. Now I have to decide between... Alright, man, I'm going to have to log off. I'm not done yet, but my phone is at 1%. Yeah, my bad for draining your battery. Keep listening until your brain melts. You can do a couple more. Thanks for stopping by. I'm probably going for another hour and a half. We'll see. 10 o'clock is what it looks like. But I also want to get, like, the sleeves done, so that might be my ending point. Which might be 11 o'clock. But yeah, watching on your phone probably drains it. Alright. Alright, got those sleeves settled. I thought there would be more. There might just be like 100. It was really deceiving at how many it looked like there was. That. Alright, these are going to go over here. Organizing these is going to be a little bit of a pain. Alright. So let's see what we got here. 6 of these, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then 12 of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So what set are these from? These are going to be... It's like the double little toad heads? Frog heads? Reptiles? Got that. Star Blood Stalkers. Alright, these are going to be Dire Chasm. Okay. So let's look it up on Board Game Geek. Dire Chasm. Actually, Dire Chasm first. Yeah, there they are. Got those all set. Let's see what this goes for. Oh, these are more popular. 75. Wait, is this sold only? No, I didn't do sold. 62, 45. Okay. So I know what I'm gonna do with this one. My cat wants in here. It's just scratching and knocking at the door. do this listing. Warhammer Underworlds. I have to change a lot about this listing. Rival card deck. Let's see. Warhammer Underworlds. Dire Chasm. The Star Bloodstalkers. So we have that. Changing the description. I also have to, yeah, I chose a bad one to start with. Alright. The cards are lightly played to near mint. Okay. I think we're good now. Now for pictures. I got all the fighters pictured. There was 6 of them. Now all the other cards have to get pictured. There's going to be 32, so 3 sets of 12. That's not 3 sets of 12. That would be 36. It's oh boy. I'm still good. I didn't realize I was almost listing for 4 hours already. I don't know why I don't know why I'm struggling getting these in the bags that I have. They're the same kind, and I feel like it's the same number of cards. I guess it's like one more fighter card is making it so it's hard to go into these bags in the direction that I want them to go. One card. So it can hold like 37 cards, not 38. I guess. That's the way it is, I guess. Alright. Got that listed. Nice squishy. Okay, I thought it was sleeve time? I think it's sleeve time, but I still have some to unsleeve, and then we'll do that. So this part will take a little bit, unfortunately. It's not snacky time yet. I know. But yeah, I have to see how many sleeves come in a pack. That's normally card games have like 60, but these I think are 39 because that's just how they're designed, I guess. I saw like some sealed packs, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of looking them up to see how they're sold, and then I do have to organize them. They all have like specific symbols on the back. This is going to be for the different war bands. They have some generic ones for the, I think, objective cards and the power cards or something, so there's a little bit to go through. My cats aren't used to the door being shut. They don't like the lack of access. They don't know what's going on in here. It could be like exciting stuff. I'm gonna let you in, but I know you're just gonna come in. You're just gonna check, and then you're gonna run out. So, go in. Hello? What do you want? That's it? I'm okay. You're okay too. Hello? Alright. Okay. She's just pre-begging for food, I think. We're not there yet, though. This is going to be a lot of sleeve, or unsleeving. One sleeve at a time, bring in there. This is worth it. Like I said, I'll probably sell the sleeves before I sell the cards. Got those. So let's set these aside. Got that stack unsleeved. This stack, is this stack? Yeah, the stack's gonna be easy. The penny sleeves are not the penny sleeves. The perfect fit sleeves are gonna be the hardest to unsleeve. Like I said, most of these sleeves are like barely used, if any. How many more sleeves do I have? It looks like 100, 150. We're on the last stretch. Right. Those are good.
probably going to cut off the stream here. I think everyone headed out. I'm just going to list the sleeves, and then it's probably another 5-10 minutes of me just unsleeving here. Alright, thanks everyone. For people watching it afterwards, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Alright, peace out.